the Korean guy. And
now, ever since Harry Kane left Tottenham Hotspur in the summer, Heung-min Son has stepped up when it comes to being the main guy in that Tottenham side. Now, the brilliance of Heung-min Son has been completely forgotten and overlooked in football in the last few years. This guy is Mr. Consistent, and he also has 0 haters, maybe actually possibly 1, with his one hater being Pep Guardiola. Heung-min Son has scored 8 goals against Pep Guardiola's Man City ever since joining Tottenham in 2015. And the only other players to score 5+ goals against Manchester City are Jamie Vardy, Mohamed Salah and Lionel Messi. Coming from an Arsenal fan, this guy's brilliance has been completely overlooked. And I think for years it's been like this because he was in a side with Harry Kane. When fans have looked at Tottenham in the past years, they have said that that duo is deadly. You know, the combination of Harry Kane and Son is deadly. And all that work that Son was doing in the background of this had just been completely overshadowed by Kane's greatness. It's kind of like Batman and Robin. Batman being the main character and Robin being the sidekick. But Robin did help out Batman in most of the main quests. You know, there was times where Batman needed him and Robin came clutch. And in football terms, let's just say that Harry Kane and Son duo were like Lewandowski and Royce in that prime Borussia Dortmund side. It was a similar situation where Lewandowski was a prolific scorer, but the man behind a lot of the magic was Marco Reus. Yet he was completely overlooked until Lewandowski went and left. Just like in this situation where Son's brilliance is coming to light because Harry Kane has left the picture to go to Bayern. But Son's been doing this for years now. The guy joined in 2015 and is now 31 years old. And since his second season in the Premier League, he has got more than 10 goals and more than 5 assists every single year. Let me just say that again. Since Heung-min Son's second season in the Premier League, he has got more than 15 goals and assists every single season. And that's just the baseline. That's the minimum. He has got a minimum of that amount. And years it is varied, going from 20 goals and 11 assists. Like, this guy is Mr. Consistent. And I remember the day, you know, the match that I realized that this guy was world class. You know, he was elite. And it was during that Spurs run in the Champions League where Son came up against Manchester City and in the 2 legs absolutely derailed that side. I remember in the second leg when Manchester City went to Tottenham, Son scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. He played into Pochettino's system perfectly, where they would soak up the pressure of Guardiola's side but hit them with a counter with some clinical finishing where Son put away some minimal chances that he got in the game. He is one of the very few players in the Premier League that could completely derail Pep Guardiola's plans. Liverpool had Salah and Mane that would completely destroy Man City at times, but Tottenham have always had Son and Kane that were doing it too. He is one of the best Asian players in the last decade, easily. He is one of the few players in the Premier League that can dismantle an entire side when he is on form. And I think what stands out to me is Son's versatility. He can do everything that a forward is supposed to do. He can dribble at defenders, he can finish opportunities, he can drop into a false 9 role and play tiki-taka passes with his attacking counterparts. He's also a brilliant winger, being able to go inside and outside of his defender, putting in a cross or cutting in and shooting. This guy is deadly and has been a weapon for Tottenham for years. Just in the last couple of weeks, he has had clutch performances, one against Man City and most recently the game against Newcastle, where he completely put to bed the rumours of Kieran Trippier being the best right back in the league. Man destroyed him, you know, put him on a piece of toast with some eggs and squirted a bit of ketchup on it. Bro was breakfast in that game. Son was going outside of Trippier, putting balls into the box and getting assists, but also cutting inside and drawing fouls. This guy on his day is incredible. And the thing is, you can't hate this guy. He is a class act on the international stage. He's, you know, done so much for his country, but he's also done so much for Tottenham. And this is all coming from an Arsenal fan. This season, he's got 10 goals and 4 assists in 16 games. And if he continues this trajectory, this might be one of his best seasons yet. Son is 31 years old, but is not showing any signs of slowing down. And for years now, his brilliance in the Premier League and, you know, in every stage of football has been completely overlooked. Tell me what you think of Son in the comments below. Am I overrating him? Is he not that good? You know, if you do say that, you're probably wrong. And where will Tottenham finish with the help of Son? And yeah, stay safe, stay blessed, and peace.